is Abida from Geek Culture in Singapore. How are you, Simon?
I'm very well, very well. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I know that fans have been waiting for this movie for the longest time. Did you feel pressured in any way when you were making this movie?
Well, I felt I understood and was aware of the expectation and the pressure. I didn't necessarily. I felt it and then wanted to make sure that we respected the material, and I knew it was a fan base that deserved the most elevated version of Mortal Kombat as we could muster. So I was very aware of the excitement out there, and that just sort of made it all the more exciting for us as we were making it.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that, that this movie has a very strong fan base. It has such a rich history. It's got comics, it's got games, it's got like numerous movie adaptations as well. What are some elements from the canon that you used in your movie?
Well, there's a lot. I mean, so I think to answer that question is what we did and what I was looking for in the Mortal Kombat canon and the DNA of Mortal Kombat. I really studied and analysed and looked at what were the key ingredients within Mortal Kombat, and broke that down and made sure that we weren't changing those fundamentals. And really it was about elevating those fundamentals into a very cinematic, big, epic version of this. And so it was obviously the characters are the absolute core and essence of the Mortal Kombat franchise. And that's why people love it. I think my feeling is people love it because the characters are so much loved, and then you add the tonality of the comedy, and then there's this very serious side to it, which talks about the rules and the lore and all of the detail and the rich history of each character and how they interweave. And then there's the brutality of it, and so what I wanted to do was take all those elements and those ingredients and make a really beautiful cinematic experience, because I felt that actually those elements can coexist in I wanted it to make it feel crafted and elevated and give it the sort of respect and care that I felt it deserved and the fans deserved. So that was the approach.
Thank you so much. I think any fan hearing that would be so pleased. Just to add on to my previous question, I know, did you put in anything that was your own element or make any changes that kind of made this movie your own, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, it makes total sense. I think it's a stylistic thing rather than a content thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like I wanted to. There are some things that we changed a bit, but we really didn't want to change those fundamentals. So stylistically, I felt that my job was to create this tone, feeling, and essence that moved those key ingredients into a very visually powerful, fun, entertainment experience. But I wanted it to feel loved and cared for, on the characters. And the other thing that was really important to me and what I tried to bring to it was to bring some really powerful, raw emotion to moments and scenes and characters. So you feel for these characters, even though they're very unreal, but there's a certain connection you have with these characters. I thought we could still achieve that, and that's really what I tried to achieve. And, while Kano's being really funny, there are times when, that there's a really, really sad moments and really emotional moments, and that emotional part of it was very important to me.
Yeah, I think the team and I, we actually saw the movie before this, and we absolutely loved it. We loved it so much.
Oh, great.
And we left the movie and we were like, you know what, the ending kind of hints at a sequel, so I'm gonna ask you point blank, is there going to be a sequel?
Well, interesting. I didn't let anyone talk about a sequel because it's not really for us to decide. It's for the fans to decide. If people like the film and they like the direction we're going and they like it, and then yeah, of course we would make one. No one's going to say no. But it wasn't really for us to decide. So we don't really talk about the sequel much. We just didn't talk about it at all. And the studio were the same. These are the guys that did Shazam and It, and they've all got sequels, but they never, it's in their approach to not assume. Because once you start assuming you're going to have one, you make all the wrong decisions. You get too cocky about it, and it's like, So I said to everyone, look, let's just get this one, do our best to get this as right as we can, and then we'll see where we go. And so we'll see.
Okay, take it from these fans. Take it from the fan. Okay, thank you so much, Simon. That's all the time I have with you. But thank you. It's been a really lovely talk.
Yeah, my pleasure. Great to meet you.